Should we have a look at some of the front pages of the papers today? Lots of them dealing with the top story we have for you this morning as well. Tragedy in the Channel. That's the headline in the Daily Mail, which looks at the news of 2 young children and 2 adults who've died after a boat carrying migrants sank off the coast of northern France.
The Guardian says calls for a national lockdown are growing. The paper also reports that Leeds Teaching Hospitals NHS Trust has had to cancel some non-urgent operations because of an increase in COVID hospital admissions there.
The Telegraph says that a projection provided by Sage Advisors shows deaths peaking at a lower level than in the spring, but then remaining at that level for longer. The paper also reports that the Prime Minister is under pressure to enforce stricter restrictions.
The Sun Online are reporting that Farah will be one of the contestants in the latest series of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. The show will be set in Wales this year. Do you know when it's going to be on? It must be soon, mustn't it?
I did see when it started, but the reason why I didn't see the date it started, but I saw that the properties prices around the castle where it is in Wales have shot up. Yes, in the last few days, in fact.
Really?
Yes, huge interest. I think we just need, like we've strictly been watched by 10 million people,
something...
we need a bit of a release, don't we?
Yeah.
What have you got, Louise?
I've got a story here about Katherine Jenkins. I don't know about you, but I do sing at home and my children often don't want me to. This is not just for amateur singers as well. Her voice is loved by millions. This is the way they've written it up. But she had admitted that her children would rather she kept it to herself. She's got 2 children who are 5 and 2, and the cheeky youngsters apparently beg her to pipe down when she bursts into song at home. She joked, "There's a lot of singing in our house, despite my children telling me, 'No singing, Mummy, not today, it's too loud.'" She gets told off quite often.
Oh, well, if she gets told off, then it's fair enough that you get told off. I mean, even though you've got a beautiful voice, Louise, beautiful pipes. You know the new Borat film? It's an interesting,
yes.
It's an interesting piece about a U-turn on the issue of gags. So Kazakhstan, fictionally, of course, is from Kazakhstan, and his catchphrase is very nice. Well, you might remember the first film with Sacha Baron Cohen in 2006. It was actually banned in the former Soviet country because they said it was going to be... it showed them off in a bad light. He joked about the wine being horse urine. And Kazakhstan banned the film because they felt it was racist and sexist and showed them to be a primitive nation. And now they're actually using his phrase in an ad campaign.
Are they?
And they actually apologised to him because there was a huge boost in tourism after that. And now the official Kazakhstan Tourist Board have got various films of people around the country using his very nice catchphrase. So they're actually done a complete U-turn, and now they're embracing the gag and using it to promote Kazakhstan.
Look at this house. They've got, this is from The Sun, and it's all about Halloween, and they're calling this is Highcroft House of Horror, a showcase of skeletons, cobwebs and clowns. I mean, look at that. There are quite a few houses dressed up, aren't there, at the moment? And this one Halloween fan has been asked to remove his spooky house decorations because it's too scary for children.
The police watchdog has criticised the way in which officers in London carry out stop and search, saying the Met must ensure they don't make decisions based on stereotypes or racial bias. The Independent Office for Police Conduct investigated 5 stop and searches involving black men and says poor communication and use of force has damaged confidence in the Met. The force has accepted all 11 recommendations and says it's committed to ensuring stop and search is conducted professionally. A mural of a man who died in police custody has been removed despite a plea from his family. Kevin Clarke was restrained by officers during a mental health crisis and died in 2018. His image was painted on hoardings opposite Lewisham Police Station. Mr Clarke's mother says she's devastated, but developer Balfour Beatty says it did consult before removing the work. And a stables in Teddington is providing comfort to riders with disabilities who've been told they can't attend their usual lessons during the coronavirus pandemic. Park Lane Stables is holding COVID-secure sessions where participants can care for its horses and maintain contact with them at a time when they're missing out on other organised activities.
So we call it Wellies and Wellbeing. They help us to take care of the horses and they groom the horses and feed the horses. We're outside and we're able to maintain the social distancing. We don't need to be hands-on with our participants to deliver this like we would with our riding and carriage driving.